Doesn't really matter, my man. Doesn't really matter, homie. Because you're gonna die either way. Good game, man. Good game. Oof, oof. And he's out of there. So yeah, he tried to run scoots on me. Nobody expects the crab tribal mill. Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka that Villain J. Tonight we have a very special treat for you. We're trying a little janky mono black, kind of updating my Dark Devotion deck. For better or for worse. I'm recording this afterwards because last night we had kind of a backwards time. The internet kept going out and kept losing connection. I got logged out of Arena one time. Twitch was acting up. Nobody could see my stream. It was a big mess. So we played the games last night, but this morning I'm doing the introduction and the shakedown breakdown. So we had some good fun, but we also had some bad losses to some, Ugins and what have you. So we're going to take a look right now. Of course, before we get started, I need to ask you something to do for me, which is, of course, tenderly hit that like button. Gently hit that subscribe button, or else, well, guys, the like and subscribe will come and get you. And there's no stopping him. It's going to maul you with his werewolf claws. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj. For all the live streaming goodness, you can watch these in action. Additionally, we do have a Discord community you can join to get help, advice, and tips from anything you need from our stable of wonderfully experienced Magic players. And this deck and all the others that you've seen on my channel are available below on my AetherHub. So, that being said, what do we got here? Bloodchief's Thirst. When you're running mono black, this kind of mono black deck, I'm going to run a lot of removal. It's not going to be a full removal deck, but it's going to be heavy removal. This is good for the early one. This is also going to get your late game planeswalkers. Duskwielder is a card that I am a big fan of. I love the boast cost to lose and gain life. I love that he's a 1/2 drop. I think he's a solid card, especially for a common. Serrated Scorpion. Again, a 1/2 drop, very good for black. And you have that gain and drain ability there. When Serrated Scorpion dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. Village Rites for that emergency card draw. So one of the best things about Village Rites is Serrated Scorpion and Village Rites is a very good combo. Additionally, when people are playing removal, why not have a Village Rites available? Because if they're going to play removal on any of your big cards, anything that you really want to keep on the board, you might as well get cards out of it. You might as well sacrifice it first. The old I'll kill you, not if I kill me first style of things. Feed the Swarm. Destroy target enchantment. We lose life. I'm not too worried about losing too much life with this one. Additionally, we have enchantment removal, which is very useful during black. Of course, we have Heartless Act. This is the instant removal. Destroy a creature with no counters, or remove the counters on a creature. You know I'm a big fan of Mire Triton. The sad mer woman here, who's a zombie merfolk. 2/1 death touch, gain 2 life and mill 2 cards. I'm not too worried about milling cards. It can help. It has broken up some mana clumps for me before, so it's also a great blocker. Anything with death touch that's cheap is a great blocker, and it gives you that little bit of life. Ayara, of course, if we're talking Black Devotion, we have to be talking about Ayara. Whenever she or another black creature enters the battlefield under control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. You can see a common theme here, of course, being that gaining life and losing life is basically almost everything what they're doing here. Then she can sacrifice another creature and draw a card. So she's kind of like a built-in little Village Rite. She's kind of like has it built into her system. Which is great because I love to attack with Duskwielder, Serrated Scorpion, hit them, and then sacrifice it for the extra card and the damage. Call the Death Dweller. All of these early guys, even Ayara herself, but especially Mire Triton, Serrated Scorpion, Duskwielder. If they're sacrifice fodder or whatever, just bring them back with Call the Death Dweller. You're going to get Menace and Death Touch out of it, so it's very useful. It can be more valuable sometimes to sack a Serrated Scorpion for cards. Moving on from there, of course, we have Heraldic Banner, which is about the only type of black ramp that we can have now that Dark Ritual is no longer available in Standard. Bring back Dark Ritual, you cowards. That's all I'm saying. Heraldic Banner enters the battlefield, choose a color, obviously black. Every black creature gets +1, and you can add a black. So you can cast a turn 5, one of these guys, on turn 4 if you get the right mana draw. So I like that little bit of extra mana. I like that little bit of extra push there. Very useful. Additionally, it gives you that 1 extra mana that you can actually cast right away. So you can cast Heraldic Banner and then immediately cast something like Village Rites, Serrated Scorpion, or any one of these 1-drops, even a Bloodchief's Thirst. So just 3 mana, put down Heraldic Banner, you get the 4th mana, and you're able to have a little flexibility. Of course, Devotion, we got to be talking about Gary, the Grey Merchant of Asphodel. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life, or X is my devotion to black. We gain life equal to the loss this way. Again, loss and gain. Loss and gain. That is what black is all about. That is what it does. That is what we want to do. Next, we have one of my favorite cards, Syr Konrad the Grim. I know he's expensive, but he's a beefy 5/4. And then whenever another creature dies, or a creature card is put anywhere from a graveyard on the battlefield, or a creature card leaves the graveyard, Syr Konrad deals 1 damage to each opponent. Solid work here. He is going to contribute to the devotion as well. He lets you mill cards, which of course will put stuff in the graveyard, which will do damage. It will cause loss of life, some more life drain. Additionally, and with all the sacrifice fodder we have, with the milling, with the killing, everything we have, it's just going to up the amount of life that the opponent is losing. We're going to finish it off with Grind Wurm as far as creatures go. I know he's called Massacre Wurm. Well, he pops out of the ground and goes grind. This is the bane of a lot of decks right here. Especially Indestructibles. Because negative toughness will eat through indestructibility. Anything. So small creature decks, invulnerability decks, those aggro whites, anytime they have a lot of small creatures on the board, because they're going to lose 2 life for each one that dies. So if you have him and Konrad out, they're going to lose 3 for each that dies. So definitely worth it here for Massacre Wurm. Expensive, but worth it, and it's also going to lead into our devotion. Finally, what would it be? Devotion without Professor Onyx. I threw one of these in here. She is a lightning rod. People kill her right away. They know she's very powerful. So I was having trouble that as soon as I played her, everybody threw every resource they had at getting her, which is good and bad, but it's rare that I was able to really play her effectively. So Magecraft, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you lose 2. Opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Of course, playing all that with the removal is very handy. And then we can lose a life. We can look at the top 3 cards and get what we want. We can make people sacrifice, and then ultimately each opponent discards a card. If they don't, they lose 3. Repeat this process 6 more times. This is brutal. 2 Castle Locthwains for a little bit additional card draw. 20 swamps total. We look at the curve here. 2.7, solidly in mid-range. Obviously, Onyx and some of the higher ones and Massacre Wurm do distort it a little bit, but we do have a lot of cheap stuff here. 23 creatures total, 5 instants, 7 sorceries, 2 artifacts, 1 planeswalker. All said and done here. If we take a look at it on the alternate board, you want to take a screenshot of that. Boof. The curve is pretty smooth. 1, 2, 3 to 5 to 6. No 4-drops, oddly enough. But we are heavy on the 1, 2, and 3, so we can get it in pretty good here. We do have our fancy backs there, and we'll get into it and see how we do. Playing in the play queue just because it's such a mess in Standard right now. We'll play some games in Diamond, though, just to see how it performs. Okay, after a couple of hiccups here, getting started. We're finally into it. Little internet problems, as always. Also heard that Twitch has been having problems today. I don't know if that's true. But I want to say hello to everybody who's been patient, especially the real Nadaba, who is brand new, first time in Twitch. Came to hang out with us tonight. Very cool of him or her. I don't know which one. They came to hang out with us, so very cool on them. Love to see new people. Him, excellent. Okay, there you go. He clarified it for me. We got all types here, and we welcome all types, so. Alright, hopefully we have a little bit better luck now with internet not collapsing. Every time I've played a game, it's cut me off halfway through, so. Let's see. Oh, we're running black again. So we are playing in the play queue right now. We're not playing in, whatchamacallit. We're not playing in the ranked yet. I'm in Diamond, but Diamond could not possibly be any sweatier than it is right now. It's really absurd at how much of a mess Diamond is. If you're not running an absolute tier 0 god deck, you're going to get rolled over. So, ooh, spider. And of course, we absolutely have the biggest flood. So this is probably a pest deck. This is probably similar to my Gross Stuff Tribal. Blacks. The pest deck with blacks. We'll see. So he did it for me to draw cards. Alright. I play something different all the time. So we're going to sack to do damage and gain life. We need some other than mana here, so. Oh, Massacre Wurm will do real nicely. Yeah. Let's see if he plays a whole bunch. Especially against these pest decks. When you're playing Massacre, you're doing things. Alright, so let's do Mire Triton for right now. Mill. He's going to lose a life. No attacks. End turn. Scoot Swarm. Okay, now we're going to grind worm him on the Scoot Swarm. So yeah, now we're really going to hurt him. He's going to die from this, most likely. Because he's going to put out a whole bunch of scoots. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, folks. He is not going to like what happens. So we're going to do this. We're going to hit the grind worm. Ooh. Yeah. Doesn't really matter, my man. Doesn't really matter, homie. Because you're going to die either way. Good game, man. Good game. Boof, boof. And he's out of there. So, yeah, he tried to run scoots on me. Nobody expects the crab tribal mill. Yeah. But we got him grind wormed out. I love grind worm, man. I know he's called Massacre Wurm, but he does that grinding thing where he pops up and grinds all those horrible chitinous plates. Historic all access. Interesting. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's see if we can't get a little bit more fun in. Little expensive. but potentially deadly. I'll keep it and see where we go. We also do have that Castle Locthwain, which will let us draw some cards. So, little expensive, but potentially really ripping. Let's do that. Let's do that. No attacks. Yeah, back to a little bit of mono black devotion. I've been running this for a while, so. Ooh, I'd love to grind worm those guys down. That would make me so happy. Okay, so we're gonna do that. No. Professor Onyx. We're getting really heavy hands here. Absolutely, how everybody's heavy hands. Yoshi, what is up, man? Dream Devourer, interesting. So Cleric, Orzhov Cleric deck. I really got to revisit Orzhov Clerics. Very good deck. Okay, so we have. All right, let's. Well, I don't want to lose that much life if I draw with Locthwain. So let's do no attacks and turn. We can get Gray Merchant out, but I really want to. If we can get a lot of creatures out and hit Grind Worm. The Auto Shuffler needs to give me something that's less than 5. That's what the Auto Shuffler needs to do. He is terrified. He thinks I'm going to put Death Touch on that, but I'm not. Let's just do a little gain and drain here. No attacks. He doesn't have anything out that's worth hitting Grindworm on. Rampage of the Valkyries. I don't see any angels, though. That's the weird thing. He's going to be able to bring back Draugr Necromancer on that one. Yeah, the Auto Shuffler is what beats me most of the time. The Auto Shuffler will be what kills me. Almost all the time. It's worth it. Well, Riverhawk, what is up? Guardian Angel. Interesting. You never see that one played. Everybody's indestructible, so that sucks. So none of them have trample, so it really doesn't really matter what happens here. He could fly in anyways. Oof, got too expensive. I knew it was too expensive of a hand. Unfortunately, I knew it was too expensive of a hand, and I went with it anyways. But he came at me real hard, and I didn't get any really removal. Alright, so 1 up, 1 down. Really did enjoy grounding out those scoots, though. That was a lot of fun. What is up, Will River, Musketeer? How you doing, man? Hot Tracks. Let's keep going, guys. Let's see if we can't get a little bit more wins here. So a lesson. What do we take away from our losses? Let's learn lessons from our losses there, guys. Don't try to play heavy hands, man. Don't try to play something that you don't have early removal and some other stuff in. Don't be a hero and think you're going to ram to it, because this is a slow... Yeah, this is much better. Good early hand, heavy mana. We'll make sure that we got it in the back end. Good early blocker. Alright, so we're definitely going to have the ramp. Oh, yeah, that's called, what is that called, guys? Tybalt's Trickery. It's turn 2, you can get anything you want out. Tybalt's Trickery, yep, it's an awful, awful combo. Broken as all hell. Okay, there's Veto. Oh man, he don't even know that Veto works for me, bro. He don't even know that Veto works for me. Yeah, it's awful. It's really bad. Color red. Alright, so let's push. Alright, we'll activate that, start draining. Yeah, if you get the right combo of cards, you can just... That's when you see somebody mulliganing down to 6 to 5 to 4 to 3. You might as well just scoop, because you already know what they're doing. ECD, what is he going to take away? He's going to take away that. Interesting play. Interesting consideration. We're going to do this and then hit him with the Grey Merchant. And then probably Ayara of Locthwain. So we probably don't need to do much other than hit him with the Grey Merchant. Baneslayer Angel. Yeah, we don't need to do anything. We can just hit him with the Grey. He's going to lose 7. 8. Boof. And then we do this. It's just that easy, folks. Just that easy, guys. Nice. Thank you, Color Red. Thank you. Boof. Just that easy, guys. Ayara sacrificing yeah, you should actually play out. Trickery does whiff sometimes. Good call, Egoberto. Good call, Egoberto. If they've built it right, it usually doesn't, but sometimes they pull garbage. Yeah. Yeah, they banned Time Warp. Alaron's Epiphany is a little bit more expensive, I think, but it's just as broken. It's just as broken. Exactly, yeah. Okay, we have Mashed Banana here with Mono White Indestructible. The trick to Mono White Indestructible is destroy these first. So we'll see here. Passionate Orator. Well, that's the thing. With as much ramp as there is in the game, it doesn't really matter if it's expensive or not. As long as you're playing blue, as long as you're playing blue and pushing, and board wiping and keeping them off of you, you can play Alaron's essentially infinitely. Because then you can start digging in your deck and doing all sorts of other shenanigans. So it kind of becomes recursive at a certain point. Push, puff. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Wizards lately has not been paying attention to the other cards in the set. Like, they don't pay attention to what other synergies could go on. They're like, just build the set. And they're like, okay, well, this set is balanced in and of itself. But when you get these synergies with a lot of other different cards, it's like, well, this is clearly broken. You can't run this, man. This is terrible. So, I don't know. It's strange. Yeah. It is a very odd behavior of theirs. Ooh, he's gaining life and drawing cards. I've got a lot of mana here. I don't want to Grey Merchant myself because my devotion is very low right now. So I really want to devote higher. If I can get Grind Wurm, that would be great. Look at this flood. Look at that flood. That is a good flood right there. That's some good flooding. It's a good old-fashioned flooding. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately they can't. Well, they have issued erratas before. In the past, they do issue erratas. It's very rare for them to say we have to modify this card post-release, that there was a printing error on it or something. So it's hard to say. Okay, so there's Ayara. So now we can hit Devotion. Let's see what else we can do. If we can hit Grind Wurm, that would be really great. I'd really like to Grind Wurm. Well, he's going to fly in again. And he's going to Banishing Light somebody. Ayara. Oof, he's going to Banishing Light Ayara. That's exactly what we needed him not to do. Unfortunately. He's going to come in for 7. Oh. Sucky. Ooh, okay. This'll work.
Really want to fight me? It was going to die eventually anyway.
Oh my god. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Can you even believe he drew 4 Fairy Guard Mothers? Oh my god. That's fucking horrible, man. Oh my god, he whiffed it too. He fucking whiffed it. No, oh, he's gonna fix himself. There you go. There he goes. Can you believe that he got fucking 4 Fairy Godmothers out, guys? The one thing, and we didn't draw anything but mana, so we couldn't even play removal. That's ridiculous, man. Alright, here we go 22 mana in the deck. So it's not like we're overwhelmed with it, but sometimes, you know. Alright, let's do it. Let's come out aggressive here. Dexos. Black, let's push it. I don't think he wants to, yeah, I didn't think he wanted it. I didn't think he wanted to lose Daxos right away. With 2 banner, I mean, I have expensive stuff in this deck, dude. I have 4 6-mana costs, bro. This is not exactly a cheap deck. It just so happens that I have the worst luck that any human being has ever had in their whole life. So, you know, there's also that. There you go. Hey, what is up, Hugh? Migraine and overslept. Don't worry about it, Ben. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about a thing. Alright. Let's push again. Let's drain. Let's drain. Alright, push, push, push. My turn. If we can get 1 more mana, we can hit Grindworm and probably kill whatever the hell he has. And we can Grindworm him again. Grindworm comes in for the clutch kill there. Grind, 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 grind. And he's out of there. 0. 0 with a 0 for the O. Okay, so that's how the deck should work, guys. Push, 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 remove, remove, remove. But unfortunately, sometimes they get nothing but flyers. Why don't we try it in ranked just to see how she flies? And we'll take it from there, guys. We're going to show you right now. This is probably a 50-50 on the ladder. Realistically, the ladder being as messed up as it is right now, this can work. It is not a laddering deck. For sure it is not. That is actually a very good starting hand. Yeah, that's actually a really good starting hand. I'm not encouraged by the fact that the icon here is Kaya. Oh my god. I have no idea what's coming out the gate at me here. Black Knight Spawn, what is up, man? Oh, I have no idea what's coming out at me here, guys. Couldn't even tell you. 248 cards. Mulligan down to 5. Okay. Maybe we're going to see a, whatchamacallit. I don't know. Can you diamond ladder with just about anything, though? That's the real question. Can you diamond ladder with anything? Foretell, foretell, foretell. Okay. Let's push. Let's see what we got, guys. Blazing Volley. Okay. Locthwain. So let's push. Battle of Wits. It might just be somebody who got absolutely tired of being milled. There's no real way of knowing what is going on with this person's mind. Demon Bolt, I figured he wasn't going to let Ayara stay. Unfortunately, we really did need Ayara, though. I have no idea what madness lies ahead. Okay, so he's got a blue out. Crush the Weak. That was not the best thing for him to do, because he's going to lose 4 life now. Oh, he got exiled. Yeah, I got exiled there. Alright, so we have that, and we have nothing. We're going to hold steady. They're playing Singleton every card in the set. Possibly. Yeah, that sure is a possibility. I wish they would play some creatures. That would be nice. He's only played spells so far. No, you can't have Improbable Alliance. That's not allowed. I know about your type. I know what you Improbable Alliance guys like. It's disgusting. So if I can hit Massacre Wurm... Hey, I should have probably let him have that so I could have Massacre Wurm, but I don't have enough mana yet. He's going to hit. What is Battle? I can't remember Battle of Wits. I remember it being some janky nonsense. It's, didn't you take cards off the top of your deck and do something with them until somebody beat them with converted mana cost or some nonsense like that? Nope, Tribal. There we go. He's going to hit Magic Mirror. Okay, so let's see. He can't hit Counterspell. He's probably got Burn. I don't know if he's got that Exile right there. But it will give me a card. So let's see. He might let it ride. I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt he's going to let it ride. Oh, that's ridiculous. So this may be what he's doing here. He may be trying to just remove and counter everything that you do until you run out of cards. It actually might be a slow mill. What we used to call a slow mill. He may not have any creatures in this deck. It is entirely possible. I just want him to flood the... So there's Kiori. That's the Sea God. Alright. Shark Typhoon. I'm going to hold back. He might have a counterspell, but let's find out. Let's see if he has it. I'm sure he does. Yep, negate. Yeah, I was sure he did. Oh yeah, he has everything. This is some next level. See, this is what I'm talking about in Diamond, the sweat. This is ridiculous, man. The amount of sweat that they have in Diamond right now, man. The amount of just ridiculous stuff that you can't run a standard deck. You need to be running tier 0 monster killers. Just absolutely freaking bone crushers. Magic Mirror. Magic Mirror. Magic Mirror does that. So he's going to gain that. I think it would be super funny if he tapped himself out to playing a bunch of creatures and then got grind wormed. That would be funny to me. So let's see. He has, oh yeah, no tap mana and all those cards. There's no way he doesn't have removal or counter spells. There's Midnight Clock. He might tap himself out here. If he can get, yeah, there we go. There we go. Put some more 2/2s down. That's what I need. I need you to make a few more 2/2s. Yes. Make 2 more 2/2s. Okay, he didn't. A second Grindworm. So I want him to cast a counter spell. So I'm going to destroy that. I want him to cast a counter spell. He let it happen. Okay. And then we're going to hit Grindworm. He probably has a counter spell for me, so really no sense in doing anything. So yeah, that would have been really funny if we could have get him with Grindworm, but there was no way that was going to happen. He has an infinite amount of mana and an infinite amount of cards, so there was no way that was going to happen, guys. That is the sweat in Diamond right now, guys. That is the sweaty nonsense that you will run into. Alright, we're going to try to close it off in the play queue. Maze Mind Tome might help, yep. You got Heraldic Banner, Professor Onyx. That's it. There you go. Professor Onyx doesn't do anything for this deck, man. Every time she comes out, she immediately gets nerfed. She immediately, not nerfed, but sniped. She just gets killed right away. A bit of a waste there. You spend 2 mana to lose some life. Okay, sure. Discard. Tasty. All gold? I don't think there's an all gold, but I certainly do build them. I certainly do build them. End turn. Let's see what solutions he comes up with. If he makes me discard something, I'll play Castle Locthwain. Murderous Rider. There we go. Let's do Syr Konrad. He's probably got more removal. This might be removal ramp to Ugin. I have a feeling this is removal Ramteugan. He's not playing any creatures, which is a bad sign. Solemn Simulacrum. Yeah. This is a mono black Ramteugan. Let's see if we can beat him. Well, let's see if we can beat the devil. Let's see if we can beat the devil, guys. He might have another board wipe. Extinction event, yep. Yeah, this is nothing but removal. This is just Ramteugan. Why you would play this in ranked? I don't know. Vezra coming in with the 5. He almost has his black. Almost has his Gold Lotus. Very cool, Vezra. Yeah, he just plays removal. Solemn Simulacrum. He's got enough for it, so it's probably in his hand right now. If not, killing Solemn Simulacrum, he's going to draw a card. So, he's got enough for it right now. So let's see it hit the board. There it is. Yep. Mono black Ramteugan. This night sucks, bro. This night fucking sucks, man. Oh yeah. This fucking night is terrible, bro. Terrible. I might have to do some editing and do some games tomorrow because we are just getting the worst things ever, man. I'm gonna take that out. Let's add Professor Onyx. Who else do we want to add? Let's add another Mire Triton. Actually, let's move that, and let's use Call of the Death Dweller. We're gonna try one more time, guys, and then we're calling it early because I started early, and I want you to see Silent Snow. She is streaming tonight after a long hiatus. She is going into do Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, her favorite game. So we are going to be raiding her in a little bit, and I'll try to cobble a video out of this crazy nonsense. Yeah, why don't I should just replace them with a bunch of red cards. That would be the main thing. Alright, so let's do this. We gotta get rid of Daxos, unfortunately. How many times have we seen Daxos tonight? For real. Alright, let's do this. Mill. No attacks. Yes. Now we push them. Kill Rathy. You want to know a deep cut? The Kill Rathy are the bad guys from Wing Commander. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird that I know that? Basri, didn't we just play this? I feel like we just played this, guys. Am I taking crazy pills here? So let's do Great Merchant of Asphodel. I mean Ayara. Next. No attacks and turn. Alright. We just played him in ranked, so and now our Grindworm won't even work. Now our Grindworm won't even work on any of those cards because he pushed them too high. Absolute genius there. Galaxy Brain. They're both indestructible. Galaxy Brain. See if we can pull it off. Yeah, I really don't like playing meta decks in the play queue, man. That's not fun. No attacks. Okay, so he's gonna push me with the big soldiers. If I can survive the big soldiers, I can Grindworm him, which is gonna be funny. Can't even Grindworm him again. Ain't that something? But we can put that down. We can put this down. Can mill. I can do that. Do no attacks. I really need to hit these worms, man. Yeah, there should be like a jank queue, man. It's too hard to regulate. That's the problem. See, he keeps putting these goddamn 1/1 counters on me. Okay. If I could actually get rid of some of this stuff to make Heliod go away, it would be much less of an issue. But damn it if he doesn't want to do that. Submit one. We're going to draw a card. Boof. It's another Duskwielder. Boof. Going to hit me. He doesn't get off. He doesn't get off. I'm going to do that. And then we're going to hit Grind Wurm. Grind, 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 grind. And then we're going to say next. And then we're going to say you go on him and you go on him. Yes. He's got to double block me. Which is great, because that means that he's going to lose 2. Yes. Grind, 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 grind. Yes. Yes, you see it, don't you? You see the inevitable coming. The fate of your life against the Grind Wurm. Unfortunately, I'm not letting him touch me because of this trick that I'm doing. Where I'm sacrificing the blocker, which is very useful. Very, very useful. We're going to do that, block, and then we sack him. Yes. Oh, yes. Perfect. And he's out of there. All right. Beat the kill, Rathy. Very good. Actually pulled that one back. Pretty proud of that one. That one's going to make the cut. So, guys, yeah, mediocre night with the Mono Black Devotion, but honestly, I think that Call of the Death Dweller is what we needed. I'm going to do the shakedown breakdown afterward. Right now, I'm going to do my good friend Snow a favor. We are going to raid her, but of course, I think the word of the night is going to be Vanta Black, which is, of course, the darkest black available. So, very, very good win there. We will do triple black, Vanta Black, and we're going to cut the video there, guys. I've been Jay Villain, and you guys have been great. Bye-bye.